Welcome back, people. And today we got Joyner Lucus, round 2 KO. His response to Skepta's round 2. This and okay. I mean, Joyner's taking his time, but you know, he said obviously he's got that album coming, I think, as well. He said a death in his family, so you know, I think we might have to give him a blight, but no long talking. I mean, if we're going to score in it so far, I would say first round, I wasn't really counting. But if you're going to count it, then you got to give it to Joyner, although I do feel it was a bait track in the sense where when Skepta had his one had more impact because I think Joyner wasn't taking it as serious. But now, all of that, you know, posturing should be over. So let's see these man get to war. I see from the art cover as well, before he had the balaclava, now they got the gloves, so obviously just playing off of that straight away. Let's get it.
You fucked up now, nigga. Joyner. Let me teach you how to terminate niggas on sight, little bitch. You would never be a G level. I don't care where you from or where you grew up, you will still get slapped with a tea kettle. You ain't smoking on shit, you ain't
don't care where you from, you'll get slapped with a tea kettle. Obviously playing off of the British thing about tea and that. Okay, he started, but like, do you know the tone in his voice? There's a bit more I can tell he's about to turn up as well. He's only building to it, like the beat's made for it. I know, yeah, I can see it.
I don't care where you from or where you grew up, you will still get slapped with a tea kettle. You ain't smoking on shit, you ain't never been lit. I turn big smoke to a weed pebble. Stop talking about hits and that platinum shit, little hoe. You barely went sheet metal. Let's talk.
Okay, man said stop talking about that platinum shit. You barely went sheet metal. I mean, does it really hit? It doesn't really hit because he really did get those numbers, and you know, like, it's perspective. Obviously, Skepta's, trust me, he's not a little UK artist. He's not failing right now either. Like, he's been successful. But, you know, like, a lot of people don't know. So, if you don't know him, you're just going to assume whatever he's saying. So, he's got to play this angle. So, fair play.
How you got ran for your chain that was curved on the floor like a leaf pedal. Let's talk about how you never grew up that hard and your mom always pushed you to be better. Let's talk about how your career fell off and the shit went straight through the meat shredder. I'm mad that...
Okay, he said how you was never that hard and your mum always pushed you to be better. Your career fell off and I put it through a meat shredder. I mean, I don't really think it hits. I don't, like, he's flowing, don't get it twisted, people. He's flowing, it sounds good, but it's just like, you know, like what Skepta said about him, I'm waiting for some real body shots, like some real blows where a man's like, oh, like, I think there was a few of them in Skepta. Well, we're early. Let's hear it. But yeah, I don't know. That's not a very good diss or a battle. Like, do you know what I mean?
Should have be better. Let's talk about how your career fell off and the shit went straight through the meat shredder. I'm mad that I ever heard your music at all. If I didn't, I'd probably even sleep better. Hey, fuck this nigga, I'ma spray with it. Put a Glock 19 to his face with it. Always knew you was a bitch, you was raised with it. Now I know why your daddy okay with it. I should take your flag and burn that shit, give it back, then put you in a grave with it. How you gonna steal ASAP Rocky swag and fuck it all up and go gay with it?
In it. I like how you used the in it there, but like, so he said he stole ASAP Rocky's style and made it gay with it. And I think I know exactly what he's trying to refer to, because I remember there was a time where he was just wearing some t-shirt thing, some shirt thing, but I think he was being asked about it, and I think he was saying, oh, this is female wear, but it's not like, he was saying there's no brands, it's like, oh, if there's clothes I like, I just buy it. So, I see the angle he's going at. Let's go back.
You was raised with it. Now I know why your daddy okay with it. I should take your flag and burn that shit, give it back, then put you in a grave with it. How you gonna steal ASAP Rocky swag and fuck it all up and go gay with it? You started it. I ain't ducking no smoke, want all of it.
He said you started it. Well, did he? Because he's like, if I'm correct, I think Skepta was just saying he wanted to go up against a US rapper that's respected And then Joyner Lucus inserted himself, like, saying he's been dying for this moment. We've been waiting for this opportunity. So, and then obviously everything else followed. So you didn't really start it, but anyway, narratives have to run, I guess. But I just find it weak when you say something incorrect, like anyone who's observant can see. Do you know what I mean?
All up and go gay with it. You started it. I ain't ducking no smoke, want all of it. Wanna steal my culture and talk your shit cause you mad that you can't be a part of it. You don't get no play, we ain't bumping it. Flex ain't never dropping no bombing it. You got the worst songs that I ever heard in my life. I don't even wanna hear niggas humming it. Oh, you bringing up Tory, I'm loving it. They forgot my lady went done with it. Me and Tory ain't never had smoke, that was really my nigga. We was just having fun with it.
Okay, so he rebutted when Skepta said to him, I don't hit women, I'm sexist. Tory don't care, he was hitting you senseless. Something about Woody shots, he was leaving you leg. Yeah. So you said Real was boys, like, it was never beef, but I mean, I don't really think it's the greatest rebuttal because the point was that he used your flow in that time and he outdid you with it and kind of just looked. But obviously, it's like, I've seen people say either side, but obviously knowing it's not serious doesn't make the point less true. That in some people's opinion, he ran your flow better than you, which is kind of crazy.
Eminem, that's a compliment. I'ma wear that badge, I'ma honor it. That nigga sold like 220 million records, and I bet you'd have bought a whole lot of them. Niggas.
Okay, so he said, yeah, I'ma wear that flag, I'm proud of it. So, I mean, I feel like, yeah, he couldn't really fight against that one just because the Black Stand angle, but simply because it's like, you've literally got songs where, do you know what I mean? So, you just have to lean into it, so fair play.
Mad at me cause it bothered him. Guess mama never told him she was proud of him. Even niggas like Gigs really hate your shit. He a real OG, there's a lot of them. You can big ride niggas ain't fine with it. You got a little cosign and you proud of it. And you'll do anything.
Okay. Let me address the Gigs line. So he said, even Gigs don't like you, he's a real OG. There's a lot of them. Now, you see how man are just gonna just twist the truth, because realistically, what Giggs said, he didn't say he hates Skepta. He was just saying from his perspective the difference between there's grime and there's rappers, and obviously Americans do more rap anyway. And he was just talking on those sort of things. And obviously he said Skepta can do his thing, but that's not his lane. And like, obviously it wasn't just him, it was all the other things that were coming out of the UK, US thing that he was just like, it's kind of embarrassing, what are you doing? But, I mean, with that all being said, like, people would have seen the clips, would have seen it, and it's like, now you've attached that narrative to it. It doesn't matter what the truth is. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. That's it. Wait, hey, no, he's starting to talk now. Let's go, Joyner.
Thing just to get a little over your chain, even swallow it. A whole big smoke is ready to cheat with him. Better call the pole and bring the police with him. Bringing up heat to cook up a beef with him. Wet a nigga up and bringing the beats with him. The bullet gets stuck, you feeling it deep in him. Pussy ass nigga, I'm making a geese with him. A wagyu steak, I cut up a piece with him. Floss on a nigga, I'm picking my teeth with him. Cough on a nigga, I'm making disease hit him. Walk on a nigga, I'm taking no leash with him. Lock a nigga out, I'm leaving his teeth with him. Lock a nigga down and bury the keys with him. Snake ass nigga.
Oh, I know, the switch of flow was crazy, I won't lie. But he's not saying what, he just said knock a nigga down and take the keys with him. It's like, he's not, but it's the multi-syllab flow. The beat switch is sounding hard. Like, the rapping level sounds harder when you can just flow like this, even if you're not saying much.
Taking no leash with him. Lock a nigga out, I'm leaving his teeth with him. Lock a nigga down and bury the keys with him. Snake ass niggas that really don't need venom. I'm skinning them alive and making a feast with him. Nigga need help, we bringing the streets with him. Give a nigga hell, I'm bringing the priest with him. I'ma send him to hell and up to the devil and tell him that I'm a demon who broke a piece of that happened and fell in, bitch. I'm a predicate felon, I put a shell in your melon and everything I ever said.
I said I'm a predicate felon. Hit a shell in his melon, something. Yeah, the multi-syllabs were going crazy. They were going crazy. Like, this is the hardest part of Joyner's done so far, like, clearly. Although I've still not heard anything that's like a, like a real jab at Skepta, but he's just like flexing his rapping ability right now. That's what I will say, for sure. But I do want a bit more I want something a bit more, do you know what I mean? Like, something a bit more just deep that's just gonna, because I feel like this is rapping wise, so like, especially in this bucket, he's showing a level we ain't seen so far in the Clash. I think Skepta had some very nice flows and buckets on the last one. But here he's just like, technical level rap, he stepped it up. Like, I can't deny that. That is very clear. Let's go.
Devil and tell him that I'm a demon who broke a piece of that happens with him. Let a nigga ain't taking no leads with him. Lock a nigga out, I'm leaving his teeth with him. Lock a nigga down and bury the keys with him. Snake ass niggas that really don't need venom. I'm skinning them alive and making a feast with him. Nigga need help, we bringing the streets with him. Give a nigga hell, I'm bringing the priest with him. I'ma send him to hell and up to the devil and tell him that I'm a demon who broke a piece of that happened and fell in, bitch. I'm a predicate felon. I put a shell in your mother and everything I ever set up on a record. I'm in it. About we talk about how many fucking records you selling. Cause even back up in your country, they don't check up and listen. You only sold a couple thousand and I'm betting the 7. They only
he said, okay, he said, even back up in your country, it's only said a few thousand. That's cap. Skepta does numbers, bro. He's done numbers, like. And the thing is with Skepta is like, he got to a point where he's been at the top of the food chain for time, and it's like, he's taken time off and just come back, and then his thing still got that same wave. So yeah, they don't really match up with facts, but I will say, I really like the rapping on this one. I really do like the rapping. I've got to say that.
How many fucking records you selling? Cause even back up in your country, they don't check up and listen. You only sold a couple thousand and I'm betting the 7. They only sell it at the counter at the 7-Eleven. And when I finish with you, I bet they will never forget it. There ain't a single motherfucker who can sever this weapon. I hate your accent and everything you said on the record. I need subtitles to get it. I'm checking the spelling. I promise you that Drizzy only one that ever would mention you being a legend. Nobody will agree with he said it. I promise you it's gonna hunt you when you sleep in your bed. And I promise you that when it's over, I'ma leave an impression. And yeah,
oh, okay, yeah. He's slapping all over the place. Obviously, he said, like, mentioned that Drake calling him a legend, that no one would agree. I don't want to just keep saying I don't agree, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, but it doesn't matter. Globally, maybe not. Obviously, hasn't really broken the US market, but he's still done things over there. Do you know what I mean? What else? He said the Drizzy thing. Let's go back. We'll hear it again.
11, and when I finish with you, I bet they will never forget it. There ain't a single motherfucker who can sever this weapon. I hate your accent and everything you said in the record. I need subtitles.
Yeah, he said, I hate your accent, everything you said in the record. I need subtitles to get it. So obviously, it's playing into that lane.
To get it, I'm checking the spelling. I promise you that Drizzy the only one that ever would mention you being a legend. Nobody will agree with he said it. I promise you it's gonna hunt you when you sleep in your bed. And I promise you that when it's over, I'ma leave an impression. And yeah, I hope you know the pressure's on when I drop this shit. Cause you really on the clock, boy. I'ma write a perspective song from a UK nigga who think he a top boy.
I like that. He's flipped it because obviously Skep was getting at him saying that he only writes hits on this from a perspective, so he's gonna do it from a top boy version. And he said he's on the clock, which is very cheeky considering how long he's taken. But I'm sure Skepta will respond swiftly. You ain't got to worry about that one, Joyner. I can promise you. Like, I can make the prediction now. He will drop within 2 days. Maybe quicker. I'm just letting you know.
Want to talk about influence? Let's talk about the female clothes you rock, boy. I seen you in an interview dressed like a bitch. I guess you really a top boy. I catch him outside in the Perkins store, the Victoria's Secret shop, boy.
I seen you in an interview dressed like a bitch. I guess you really the top boy. I ain't want to explain that one. If you caught it, you caught it. You get me? Let's just talk. Yeah, let's just.
All your shit, then give it to my bitch. She'll love that drip you got, boy. Put the UK, US shit to the side. This is me against you, little pop boy. Clean up on aisle 6, I don't wipe this bitch. Somebody come bring me a mop, boy.
Clean up on aisle 6. Get me the mop. I mop the boy. Yeah. Nice little scheme.
Shoot, little pop boy, clean up on aisle 6, I don't wipe this bitch. Somebody come bring me a mop, boy. How to turn Joseph to a crime scene? Why the fucking nigga thinking he can try me? How you do your nigga wildly dirty, then turn your back on a UK crime scene? To a snake.
I said you done your boy wildly dirty and turn your back on the UK crime scene. It's not true. I think that's just very much cap. But you know, like, just even using the names when he's mentioned gigs or he said Wiley's name, he's just seeing where he can cause some friction and seeing what he can do. But like, I hear what he's saying, man. I mean, I don't even know what Skepta and Wiley's relationship is in this current time, but not that I know, you know? Not that I've observed. And if it was public, I would know.
Asshole, you slimy. You irrelevant bitch, you behind me. I don't even understand how you still got fans. I ain't heard your name since the 90s. I'm a hybrid nigga with a high beam. Turn a UK nigga to a line beam. Just a
Man said, I'll turn a UK nigga to a line beam. And he said, I heard your music since the 90s. And I'm just like, yeah, it don't really hit because, do you know what I mean? Like, man wasn't even dropping music in the 90s. So that's just like, it don't really add up. But anyway.
your name since the 90s. I'm a hybrid nigga with a high beam. Turn a UK nigga to a line beam. Just around 2KO, you ain't getting up. Better call the ER to revive him. After this, I bet you wanna fight me. That's the reason why niggas don't like me. Thought you was that nigga when you talk your shit. Now you sitting back wondering why me.
Okay, that was Joyner Lucus, round 2 KO. And one thing I gotta say, on the rapping side of things, he stepped it the hell up. And this is what I mean, like, on the first one, I said, early into the Joyner reaction, this ain't enough. And it's only because I know he can rap like this, and I'm like, he should have rapped like this from the start. But that same criticism could be put on Skepta in the sense of a lot of people found Friendly Fire trash. They were, like, he only said 2 lines to all of them, so I understood the purpose of the track. I also did feel like, though, you open yourself up to just looking like you got washed because the other person come with a whole full tune directly at you. So if someone says that, I'm not even going to argue the perspective. However, as I said, that's not enough in the Joyner one because I felt like whatever Skepta's going to do next, it would hit way more, and I feel like it did because, I mean, I saw a lot of American reactors. That's what I wanted to see. And a lot of them, from the first one, was like, he's going to get washed. They were like, okay, no, he stepped it up. He's on him. Yeah, all of that. So I think, generally, you can say Skepta came with it. And on this one, I think Joyner, like, on a rapping level, I think he's showed the best level of skill so far in the clash. I think that's kind of clear. What I will say, and this is probably the problem I always saw him having, is that what can he say about Skepta? What can he say that's like, generically, everyone can feel like, ooh, like, that's the thing in the clash. That's what wins it. It's not always the best rapping ability. It's not always it's the moments. It's the situations. It's the things that are said that are stuck with time and things that are just like, oh, nah, he said this about my man. How can my man even try and speak to him? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that sort of timing. So, you know, I think the jabs he said at Skepta were quite weak, to be honest. So, like, in terms of a diss level, my rating wasn't high. But in terms of just rapping and the aggression in his voice and the flows, like, he was killing it. So, like, you know, it's interesting. It's difficult as well because this clash as well hasn't gone like this one against this one. So it's like, do you put this one up against round 2 or do you do it against the next Skepta one and you say that was round 2? But like, I would say I'll put this one up against that one, and simply because this one's a direct against this one. Do you know what I'm saying, people? Anyway, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. It's Ants TV. I'm out, people. Boom.